So what is liquidity in the Forex market? Liquidity is basically where we're going to find those buy orders and sell orders in the market above those swing highs and swing lows. Now liquidity is engineered all over the place, but it's understanding why this engineered liquidity is created to manipulate you into thinking to buy or sell that market. Let's have a look at this pound US dollar chart, and I'm going to show you right now what liquidity is. Okay, understanding this last bearish move and how it's formed to create this bearish move here in the market. So liquidity is, just as I said, those orders are created, buy orders and sell orders are created above swing highs, swing lows. So where we're going to find those stop losses placed. Now what's a stop loss going to create on a sell order? It's going to create a buy stop. Okay, so we have buy orders sitting above. We're also going to have those breakout traders. Again, it's going to place those buy stop orders. So let me just show you, we have this move here to downside. What that do? We're going to break a structure. Now what that creates here, let me just get an arrow. This move here up, okay. Let me just grab that arrow again. This move here to the upside is our last, okay, buy to sell move here in the market. So that creates our area of supply. And it's this area of supply where we're going to find those banks, institutions are interested in looking to sell from. Let's make sure that's the right place. Now we can use the full zone. Place it there. So this is our full zone. Now we don't have to use the full zone. We can refine it to the last area, but I like to look at the full zone. Now, if you want to learn more on supply and demand and how we use supply and demand, there is a full playlist in this channel. I do suggest, after watching this series, okay, through this playlist of understanding liquidity, then go through and learn about the supply and demand techniques. But how we look at liquidity, okay, in the Forex markets is very simple. When we see this breakout, you see this small pullback before continuation, that creates a swing high. Now, above this swing high is where you're going to find those orders on the stop loss, okay, are going to be sat above that high on the sellers to the downside. Now, when these orders are taken, that's going to create the buy stop, okay, the buy orders. And then this liquidity area will be run, okay, with those buys being run. Now, when this happens, you're also going to have breakout traders there as well who are going to be looking for the breakout retest or just the breakout of this area. Because on the way down here, we also have these highs created, which actually creates an area of liquidity to the downside. Okay, as the market continues to run down, this liquidity at some point will be run. So the market is then pushed through. Let me just do that again. The market here is pushed through another breaker structure. So you can see we have this break to downside, this pullback, internal area of liquidity created before we break out again. Hey traders, we'll get back to the video in just a moment, but I wanted to give you a gift for hanging out with me today. I want to give you access to my Telegram community. This trading community will share my chart markups and give you access to my trading strategy. But it's more than just a community. You're going to have some actionable steps to accelerate your growth with hanging out with other like-minded traders, all looking to improve their trading. And it's free as my gift to you. So just hit the link above now to join the Telegram community. Now back to the video. So when the market comes down to this low here, and again looking to the left, we're sweeping these lows here, which is more liquidity. The market's going to run back up where what you believe is going to be sat above these highs. All these highs here will be used for those stop losses, okay? And when we're going to see potential breakout traders looking to break this trend line, they will place their buy stop orders. These stop losses will be basically buy stop orders. So they're running that buy area, okay, where the markets will be run, they're looking to buy that market. Now the banks, institutions, they know this is what's going to happen. They're manipulating you into believing this, especially when you see this strong big bullish candle here to the upside. Now what does this leave over? This leaves over a liquidity gap, an area of imbalance. And again, if you want to learn more on imbalances, there's a full playlist. I'll leave a link above now to go through and learn about the imbalances. But these areas of imbalances, they will create, like I said, an area of liquidity in the market. So we don't just have liquidity at these swing points, we also have liquidity within these imbalances. So what they're doing here is they are manipulating you into selling the market. Off this swing high, we run all this area of liquidity, we sweep that last high. This is a run on liquidity, and this is a sweep of liquidity. That's how we identify liquidity in the market, and later on there is a video that goes through more depth on how we identify this and how we look at these sweeps and runs. It's just to tell you really what liquidity is in the Forex market. The idea of liquidity is to bring in these buyers, and then once we see this sweep is to bring in the sellers. But this area of liquidity and this imbalance holds price, we never close it, and again it runs the market higher to run this swing high of liquidity again. So why do they run this final swing high? Because it's the liquidity sitting below this area of supply. It's this area of supply where they wanted to take a sell from. This liquidity all gets run into the supply, and then we see the big drop to downside to run this low. And that's where this big bearish move comes from this engineered liquidity. And later there will be a video going through more depth on engineered liquidity. But this is just to tell you what liquidity is and how to understand why it works in trading. Now, the next video we're going to go into is how to spot liquidity in the markets. And then finally, after that, we'll look at how we can identify liquidity. And then we'll get into more depth on how you can start using it in your trading. Now, if you want to sign up to the absolutely free Telegram community where you can get my free daily markups on the USD, so you can see exactly how I mark up my liquidity levels, sign up to that. There'll be a link popping up now, but going through to the next video will help you to understand how to spot liquidity in the Forex markets.